There are a lot of cultures in the world that say prayers before meals. Sometimes they are prayers that are scripted. Sometimes they're not. Sometimes it's simply a moment of silence. Some cultures and religions call it grace. Others just respect those who prepared the food. There's lots of different ways of collectively, as a group, before eating, expressing gratitude and asking for blessings. And so today I want to explore how we can be more sincere with our blessings on food. So when a meal is prepared, whether it be a small meal or a large meal, in my experience, one of the things that I try to focus on in order to be sincere with that prayer is I try to realize that it is in fact a blessing that I have food. I think we all know there's plenty of people in the world that don't have as much food as they need. And for me to have a meal in front of me, whether it be a large meal that's been prepared or a small meal if it's a snack, it is a blessing to have that food. And if I focus on that reality, when I'm saying thanks for the food, I'm more sincere because I have that in my heart. Also, when we ask God to bless the meal, what is that? What is that doing? I think naturally, the food has its nutrition in it. The food has been prepared well. And so are we asking for an actual physical blessing on the food so that it doesn't harm us, or so that it doesn't give us, illnesses, or so that it gives us the correct nutrition? I don't know. Maybe that's the case, but I haven't quite figured that part out yet. And so what I do to try to be sincere when I'm asking for a blessing on the food is I take a step back and I realize that I'm not in control. I realize that God is in control, and by asking Him to bless the food, it's almost a way of inviting Him to be part of the gathering, or inviting Him to be part of the meeting so that His Spirit can be there and we can be more sincere with Him in that sense. And so I invite you to, as you say your next blessing on a meal, whether it be by yourself or with your family or other people, I invite you to, one, consider that it is a blessing and that we should be grateful to have the food. And I also invite you to consider that the actual act of asking God to bless that food might be an invitation to have His Spirit join you and to have that meal almost be dedicated to Him. Thanks.